Good evening. My name is Michael, and welcome to the Metaphysical Journey. I am recording this just a few minutes before midnight. It's Saturday night, December the 7th, just a little bit before midnight. And this is a collective reading for the week ahead. Now, this is not letting you know what's going to come in, it's not predicting anything. I'm taking a totally different approach with this. Also, for the collective, I'm speaking to a very specific group of you out there. Now, you'll know you're part of this group if you are one of the ones that has been doing all the work, all the shadow work. You've researched, you've learned, you've grown, you've been hearing ear buzzing, you've just received everything plus the kitchen sink because you have a dream, you have a goal. It's so close you can feel it. And yet something is keeping you from stepping across that finish line and winning the gold. And you're possibly wondering, what is it? I don't know what else I can possibly do. I've done everything I can think of. Why isn't it happening? I can glimpse it sometimes, but I can't necessarily see it. What's going on? So for this, I'm pulling from five different decks. It's a weird collection, but I think it's going to work. And so I'm pulling from five different decks because we are going to receive information, encouragement from five different sources. And I'll explain that as we go through. The first deck I'm pulling from is called Unsent Letters. Things I wish I could tell you. I'm repurposing this one. Normally, this is used in love readings about that person you're thinking about. What are they thinking about you? If they could send you a letter, what would they tell you of their feelings? Well, I'm saying forget that other person. We're not going to talk about them tonight. This is about you. You are the most important person in your life, and you are the most important person in this reading. And so this is a message for you. If you could send a letter to yourself that really gets to the heart of what's going on, what would that letter be? And pulling from the top, these sometimes can be pretty good. We're just going to see what we get. This says, mortality and you. You make mortality look beautiful. I find myself wishing I was someone else only to grow old with you. You're a flash of life in the dead zone of my timeline. Now that's a challenging one, isn't it? But it does make a lot of sense, though. You have a dream of what you want to do, and you see yourself doing this in the future. And there are times that you're going to face stuff like maybe right now where you're thinking, maybe I overshot it a bit. Maybe I'm not meant to do that. It's not happening. So maybe it's not for me. And you're possibly thinking that it's you and it's your fault. But not necessarily. If you were given a dream on something, it was for a reason. It was divinely inspired, which means it is yours and it is meant for you to have. So if something is keeping you from stepping across and grabbing the gold on it, it is actually a little bit about you. So when it comes to mortality in you, that the top of it makes perfect sense. You can make something thrive or you can kill it with your own thoughts. And we kill it through our self-doubt and stuff of again saying, I don't have enough education. I'm not smart enough. I don't look the part. I don't. Negative, negative, negative. And we beat ourselves up. And so the letter you would write for yourself is you make life, you make mortality look beautiful. And you do because in your mind you see your dream and it's all of its beauty and it's incredible. So don't kill it. Let it thrive and live and align yourself with that energy and step into it and embrace it because you want to live the rest of your life with that. It's a beautiful thing and that's meant for you. So that's your letter. The next deck I'm pulling from is called the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And this pulls in the energy of the ancestors. Now, your ancestors want the very best for you, and they're around you all the time. You're aware of that. You feel them. You probably work with them. The ancestors are our number one team on our side because they want you to have everything. So, what advice or encouragement would they have for us? And pull from the top. And what they are saying is alignment. It's coming together, precision. So your ancestors are telling you it's happening. Have a little bit of patience with this, but it's happening in precision, meaning in divine timing, in the right order. All of the work that you do and you put into this, on the other side, they have to make a lot of adjustments to make this work out, to bring it into your physical reality. You have to give it time, and it has to be in alignment because everything is meant for your highest good. So think about that. When you have a dream or a goal, our dreams and goals often are just, it's based on something material or something that we say, once I have that, I'm going to be happy. Not necessarily. If you think about it, we don't think about the day after we receive it, what's it going to be like? So if you want that big new fancy sports car that we learned about in the Law of Attraction movie, that's great. You're driving it, feeling it, but what about the insurance? What about everything else that follows? Are you going to be able to afford it and keep it going, etc.? Well, if you can manifest the car, you can manifest the things to keep it going, but we don't necessarily think about that. So sometimes we will ask for something that is not in our highest good because the negative effects of it could be something we weren't expecting and it takes us down a totally different road. And as well, we shouldn't be looking for external things to make us happy. The happiness has to start first within us. And when we approach something, we set a goal and we have a clear idea of, okay, why I want this is because it is going to help me do this, this, this. And as a result of that abundance I get from it, I am then going to put some of that out and do this, this, this. And that is the alignment and the precision. It's like we have everything in order, and the other side, the universe is saying, yep, we can work with it. Give us some time to make it happen. So your ancestors are saying it's all in alignment. Just let it play itself out. That's a beautiful message. The next deck I'm going to pull from, this is a new one that just came out a few days ago. It's called the Animal Elders Oracle. And this is hearing from the spirit animals around you because you have those too. So these are the elders of the animal world, and what encouraging message do they have for you to say, keep going, don't give up? I know my pets say that. It's like, it's 5 o'clock, you need to feed us. They're very supportive of me at 5 o'clock every evening. But, I take it. It's all good, right? All right, here we go. Pull from the top. I keep saying that, don't I? Sorry about that. Um, Elder Beaver, remain focused. Now, this is great. This goes with the precision card and the alignment. Stay focused. Don't lose focus now. You've come too far. Don't back down. Just stay on the line and say, I'm not going to let this one go. I'm going to do it. We've seen those little cartoons about the man that's digging underground. He's digging a tunnel and he's digging towards something and he stops about, a few inches away from it. It's like a big treasure chest or something. And he just gives up and walks away. Don't do that. The animals are encouraging you, do not stop now. Think about a beaver. I mean, they take forever for them to chew a tree to where it'll fall over, and they do that over and over and over so that they can get enough trees to build a dam to, make their little home and have their babies and stuff in. And sometimes those trees fall on the beaver. That's not going to happen to you. But think about the patience they have, the long-term actions that they take because they have a dream. They know exactly what they want to build and they know which trees to cut down to get what they want. So everything that you've been putting into place up to this point, all the classes and the shadow work and all the stuff you've done, everything was perfectly in alignment with your dream, your vision, what you've seen. You know what you want it to look like. Don't stop now. Find the right trees, the right pieces, the right classes, the right knowledge, and you've done all that. Put all that together and create your thing. So the next deck, the fourth deck, we're going quickly here. It's Intuitive Whispers Oracle, and this is encouragement from your intuition, and your intuition is directly connected to the higher consciousness and your team and all of that. They work with you through intuition. So what encouraging message do they have for you for this moment in time of saying, don't stop. What can I do? How can I reach that finish line and move across it? What might be blocking me, so to speak? So here we go. The card for this is Crown Activation. Now, this is interesting because it's intuitive whispers. So they're saying really start reconnecting with the crown chakra, and that's connected to the higher source, to spirit. That's all part of the head. So you have also your third eye there and your intuition. So this is saying really start paying more attention, getting stronger with that. Listen to the divine internal guidance that you're being given. Now, where this one would really play out is that it's possible that one of the things that's stopping you from walking across the line is what other people are saying. So instead of connecting with the higher source, you're you're receiving stuff from other people saying, well, you've put so much work into this, all this money, all this time. Is it really worth it? Nothing's happening. Clearly, you're not going to do this. Negative, negative, negative. Don't listen to them. Remember, this reading is specifically for you, not anyone else around you. This is you. And when it comes to your dream, your goal, the key words there are your dream, your goal. This is about you, no one else. So don't pay attention to what other people are saying. Really tap into that connection you have with the higher sources, because as the ancestors said before, in alignment, it's all in precision, it's all coming together. That means it's coming together on the other side. You haven't seen it yet because they're still working on it. So now's the time to really dig in deeper to that connection that you have. Let that guide you. That brought you the dream, it brought you the inspiration, and it's going to bring you right across that finish line, and it is going to give you the gold. So don't let go. The very last card is coming from a deck called Divine Abundance by Tosha Silver. This is a beautiful deck. I love this. This is encouragement from the divine, from spirit, because they're on your side too. Everyone's on your side. You have so much support right now. You're not alone in anything that you do. It may seem like it, but you are never, ever alone. Except I believe in the shower, you should be alone because that would just be creepy, right? But anyway, I digress. So we're going to pull a card from this, from Divine Abundance, to see what encouragement we get. And the card that we get is Intuition. You cannot make this up, right? I mean, this just followed and wow, and I shuffled and everything. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So this is reinforcing what we heard from your intuition, because they're tapped into the same source. It makes sense the messages should be in alignment with each other. Of really right now, pay attention to your intuition. This could be the key thing that is stopping you from walking across, because you're starting to get distracted and you're starting to lose focus on what you should be listening to. So as you complete this successful journey across that threshold of fear into the realm of abundance and happiness, joy, whatever you're going after, remember to follow your internal navigation guidance system, and that is your intuition, and it will never fail you. When we break away from that and we start listening to other people, that's where we have a lot of failures that take place. And why would people be telling you negative things? Because they've seen the work that you've been doing. They see how far you've come. You're not the same person. You know you're not the same person, and they can see and feel that you're not the same person. And never diminish your own light to make others feel good about themselves. They have to do their own thing. They have their own path. You have yours. This is about yours. So I hope that during the course of the week, think about these things and really tap into your intuition more, and see if you don't have some great improvements by the end of the week. I look forward to hearing from you, to hearing from your comments of what you've achieved this week, because you're ready for this. You've been ready for a long time. You deserve this, and you've worked hard. So thank you so much for following me on the metaphysical journey. I hope you have an amazing week, And I look forward to hearing from all the good stuff that you have coming your way. So have a good week on purpose and with purpose. That's what matters. Bye, everyone.